just finished a run. Decided I'm going to start a little vlog documenting the journey of building a company. So quick context, I spent the last 7 years working for Jason Calacanis at launch.
I might be going to see Jason Calacanis in San Francisco. So give you a little backstory. He made a tweet. Let's find it. The tweet basically said, tweet a selfie of you and Angel. This is his book. So I did that tweet. And then a couple hours later, he replies with this tweet. Nicely done. Want to come to Blade Runner 2049 with me Thursday night. My treat in SF. I don't think he knows I'm from Toronto. I am still thinking about it. I'm going to decide tonight. By the end of tonight, I'm going to decide if I'm going.
And had a variety of roles there, ranging from marketing and growth to then being on the investment team and talking to founders, investing in early stage companies and helping companies go from 0 to 1 through our founder university program that I ran with Kelly. Anyways, spent the last 7 years doing that. Always wanted to start a company. And this year I kind of set a goal of launching different side projects, seeing what sticks and seeing what I want to spend time building. That was, in January. And then, spend more and more time, on nights and weekends, testing products. One was GoPolar, one was Sunseek, the other one was Hotspot. I'll get into those in a bit. After months of doing that, decided I wanted to spend all my time building health and wellness products. And so that's what I decided to do. I went to Jason and shared with him the vision of what I want to build. He was super supportive and wrote the first check. Off the momentum of that, ended up raising a small pre-seed round. Allows me to go full-time, allows me to assemble a little team, build a better product, get some early traction and revenue, and build a company. So that's what I'm doing. The company is called The Wellness Company. We build products to help humans live healthier, combination of apps and IRL spaces. The apps right now are GoPolar, which is a contrast therapy tracking app. Track your cold plunges, track your sauna sessions, pull Apple Health data into there, and build a practice around your hot and cold exposure. Second app is Sunseek. Help you build the practice of going outside, getting your daily light exposure, one of the Huberman protocols. Third product is Hotspot, which is the physical space. And this is how I think of building a third space in cities where you can meditate, where you can get your hot and cold, where you can really disconnect, book an hour at a time. Bigger vision is having multiple pods in cities. So that's the vision, that's the company, and this is a little vlog, just documenting it. So I think start with maybe like weekly uploads. We'll see how it goes. Pretty raw, unedited. I don't want to spend too much time working on the vlog versus the business, and fun to look back on. We talked about maybe launching the new watch app. Quick little overview of what today's looking like. It's August 1st. Yeah, let me run through. So just had a onboarding that you saw with Ravi. That's our, not onboarding, a stand-up. It's our daily stand-up where we talk about what we're working on for the day, the plan for the week of what we want to ship and how we're tracking towards that. Next, there's a Hotspot customer right now. That happens without me having to be at Hotspot because they're a member and they're already onboarded. So the interesting thing actually about this customer is they don't use the whole hour block. They just come in for 15, 20 minutes, do a couple cycles of cold exposure, and then they go on about their day. That's interesting. They don't use the entire time, so that hour isn't being utilized. So there's maybe some sort of interesting like cold only option that we introduce for people that live in the area that just want to get access to the cold, that don't have the space or access at their house. I didn't think of that until the customer did that. Got a product block. I want to spend the next hour and a half on that. Right now I'm working on redesigning the kind of flow of activating an activity on the watch. I got a couple of calls here. One of them is with Marco helping me with the Glide app before we can start accepting memberships through there. The Hotspot app is to build a better experience for the user to book a session, get a membership, also help facilitate the onboarding. And we're using Glide. We don't have to natively build an application for iOS or Android yet while we test and refine that process. Then I'll go for a little walk and then head to the studio and do some more work there. And then I've got a onboarding at Hotspot. And I'm doing all these onboardings manually because I'm talking to the customers and seeing what they like about the experience, trying to really define who this experience really is for. That's the day. All right, I'll get back to it. At the studio, wrapped up a onboarding session at Hotspot. So some context is I work out of this studio called 535 here in Toronto. We set it up like a couple months ago. And so there's 12 members in the space, but in the back of the space is where we run Hotspot. How it works is, this is the kind of back door, but it's the entry point when you come into Hotspot. So I'll just show you that. So you kind of come through the back, enter your door code right here for members if you become a member, and then you come into the space. It's a washroom there, and then this part is sectioned off, so customers of Hotspot won't really see or interact with the 5-through-5 space, co-work space. This is Hotspot. I'm gonna walk you through. I'll have better videos of showing the experience, but I just wanted to do a little demo here. There's the cold tub, got a little bench there, a TV here, and the sauna. So that is Hotspot. It's very minimal setup, but the idea is to get a quick session right in the city. The onboarding went well, probably gonna head home. Good morning, it's Friday. Just finished a run. Gonna head to the studio and receive a package. The package is new flooring for Hotspot. It's this vinyl waterproof flooring. Gonna be very helpful with the overflow or the spills from the cold tub. Then sync with Ravi in the morning, then product design block. Still working on the new activity interface. One is like, what did we accomplish in this week? All right, see you guys. Peace. Bye. So the idea is we're gonna replace all that area, which ends up being like 100 square feet, with the vinyl waterproof flooring. 6:15, there's a Hotspot customer just finished an onboarding, and then I've got a 7 p.m. customer as well. So the turnaround time, they were late as well, so turnaround time is very quick to reset the room. There's only like a 15-20 minute buffer. I think it should be fine. I've timed it before. I think, oh, my 7 p.m. just rescheduled. That's awesome. I won't have to do that anymore. So one of the things I wanted to include inside a Hotspot is something to detect presence or that there's a human being in the space without having to have cameras. A member of the co-work at 5-through-5, Suri, suggested this chip here, this sensor. It does two things. It detects presence, and then it also detects heartbeat. This would just be like an add-on, like fun experience. As you get into a cold plunge, you have this chip housed in some sort of casing. You have like a screen display like underneath or beside it or something, and that shows your heart rate when you get inside the tub or when you get out, when you get into the sauna. I think it's interesting. Turns out if 7 p.m. didn't reschedule, that turnaround time would be 10 minutes. That'd be very tight. I need to figure out that timing wise. I don't think it'll happen in the future. This was only because they were half an hour late, so I'll just be strict on the timings going forward. But also there's a lot of water that needs to be fixed. I think that's gonna wrap up this video. 2 days worth of content. Going forward, I think Monday to Friday will be like filming, just documenting things that edit on the weekend and post on Sundays or something. Okay, thanks for watching if you made it this far. That's pretty cool. I'll see you in the next vlog. In like 5 minutes.
You taking a picture?
No, I'm taking a video.